In 1095 at Clermont, Pope Urban II called for a crusade. The goal is the Holy City of Jerusalem, breaking out centuries of war in the Middle East. By the late 11th century, the Christian and Muslim worlds had been in conflict for centuries. In the east, the Byzantine Empire faced mounting threats from the Seljuk Turks, who had won a decisive victory at the Battle of Manzikert in 1071, leading to the loss of key Byzantine territories in Anatolia. However, in 1092, the great Sultan Malik Shah died, dividing his great empire. Despite this, Byzantine Emperor Alexios I Komnenos was unable to regain his lost lands, so he sought help from Pope Urban II. Pope Urban II saw an opportunity to unite the Christians under a holy cause. At the Council of Clermont in 1095, he called for a campaign to reclaim Jerusalem, offering remission of sins to those who took up the cross. The enthusiastic crowd responded with cries of Deus lo vult, God wills it. By this, Pope Urban II planned the departure of the Crusade for August 1096. Nevertheless, a man called Peter the Hermit played a central role in inspiring the peasants, minor knights, and commoners, set off for Jerusalem in 1096. In the road, they made brutal pogroms against Jews in the Rhineland. Upon reaching Constantinople, Emperor Alexios I Komnenos, confused by the unusual army, quickly ferried them across the Bosporus by August 6th. Against Byzantine advice, they decided to fight the Turks. They captured Nicomedia. However, an argument erupted between the Germans and Italians, and the French, which divided the army. The French force advanced, and were very close to Nicaea, while the Germans captured Zerigordos. However, the Seljuks besieged the city and recaptured it. Meanwhile, Peter the Hermit had gone to Constantinople for supplies. On October 21st, over 20,000 Crusaders marched toward Nicaea. Kili Arslan's army prepared an ambush for the Crusaders in a narrow valley. As the Crusaders advanced noisily, they were quickly subjected to a devastating hail of arrows, and a massacre began. Over 60,000 Crusaders, including many non-combatants, were slaughtered. About 3,000 managed to escape and return to Constantinople. After the disaster of the People's Crusade, Sultan Kilij Arslan, who believed the danger had passed, went east to fight the Danish Mends. But in May 1097, 35,000 Crusaders marched from Constantinople towards Nicaea, led by Godfrey of Bouillon, Bohemond of Taranto, Bohemond's nephew Tancred, Raymond IV of Toulouse, and Robert II of Flanders following him, along with Peter the Hermit. They surrounded Nicaea by land, while the Byzantines from the lake. The defenders resisted fiercely. On May 16th, the Turkish defenders attacked the Crusaders, but were defeated in a skirmish with the loss of 200 men. The defenders urged Kilij Arslan to return, and when he realized the strength of the Crusaders, he quickly turned back. As Kilij Arslan returned with reinforcements, he immediately attacked the enemy from the south. After one entire day of fighting, Kilij Arslan decided to leave the city to face its fate. The Crusaders pressed the siege. To terrify the enemy, Crusaders hurled decapitated heads over the battlements. The defenders responded by hanging Latin corpses from the towers. However, Emperor Alexios secretly negotiated the city's surrender. The emperor promised to spare the life of the garrison. On June 19th, 1097, Byzantine flags raised in the city. Nicaea's fall shattered the myth of Seljuk invincibility and marked the first major victory of the First Crusade. Kilij Arslan's fatal miscalculation would haunt him for years to come.